transitions are really important times in everybody's life, but particularly in children's lives. And we really want to take the time to make sure we plan effectively for those transitions. And so that's something we certainly do across our school here at Canberra Girls Grammar School. The transition from the early learning centre to the junior school is often one that both parents and children have a little bit of anxiety about, and we do our very best to make sure it's a really smooth process where everybody feels supported and that they can ask lots of questions along the way. So we actually talk about having an embedded transition program here in the Early Learning Centre, because right from when the children start in reception as a 3-year-old, we're building in opportunities for them to become familiar with the people and the places in our junior school. And we start by doing our things like our music sessions, where those educators and those teachers come here into the Early Learning Centre and do those sessions in this environment where the children already feel really comfortable and with educators that they know and have those relationships with. So we can introduce one little new element to help them feel comfortable. And then, of course, we build upon that in pre-prep, where the children start going up into those spaces. They know the people then, so they can start to introduce one new element, which is going into a new environment and exploring that. So that by the time the children then move to the junior school, they feel really comfortable and really secure in their knowledge of the people and the places that they're being asked to go into. In pre-prep, we also then have a more targeted transition program towards the end of the pre-prep year in term 4, where the children actually go and spend some time in the prep classes. And for those who don't know, we here at Canberra Girls Grammar School call that first year of primary school prep. Other places might call it kindergarten. So when we're talking about pre-prep and prep, that's what we're talking about. So the children go and spend some time in the prep classrooms with the prep teachers. Again, we have educators who move with them from the Early Learning Centre during those sessions. So they have people who know them really well and can support them through those sessions so that they feel really comfortable in that environment. And they do that little visits over the course of a few weeks to build their confidence and capacity in those environments. And certainly then, when the new school year starts and they're ready to go to big school, as they like to call it, the children are really excited, and that element of anxiety and fear is often taken away, and they can view it with real excitement and looking forward to that new adventure of being part of our junior school. The other thing we have, I guess, is that opportunity to build in lots of interactions with those teachers, and certainly the teachers both from the prep classes for the following year and those specialist teachers, but also our management staff, our head of junior school, our directors of junior school, all come down to the Early Learning Centre and build those relationships with the children over the course of the 2 years that they're here in the Early Learning Centre. Again, so they have a network of people that are known and familiar to them when they move into the junior school. So we really do see that process as being a really smooth and supported one. The other thing we think really carefully about is children's transition into the Early Learning Centre. And often people are wondering about, well, how will my child be able to transition in when they start in reception? So in the year before a child starts, we have lots of kind of orientation events, from a little interview process that we go through where a family comes in and has a little chat with myself, and the child can have a bit of a play here in the Early Learning Centre, and usually it's a really exciting time for them where they can explore lots of things and start to take a little bit of ownership over this space. They then come back towards the end of the year for a Saturday morning orientation session where they can come in with children who will actually be in their class the following year. Again, have a nice play, particularly in the outdoor environment, which they always are very keen to do. And they can explore that and again start to take that ownership over this space. Then in the very lead up to school starting in the February, we have those insight sessions that I mentioned earlier today, where parents come in and sit down with the class teacher and have a chat about their child and how we can help them to best settle in. And the child certainly is welcome to come to that too and explore their own classroom and meet their teacher and really start to become to feel familiar in this space. And then for reception, in that first week of school, we run a transition program where on their first day, they just attend for a short 2-hour session and then half days for the rest of that week before they build up to attending for full days with before and after school care. So throughout that process, really starting 6 months before they commence, they've had lots of opportunities to come in and explore and become familiar with the people and the space, so that once they start in the February, they're really comfortable and happy to say goodbye and start engaging in the wonderful program that we have to offer.